and that one.
Okay, anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Stuart Ball.
He doesn't need a mic either. So.
My collaborator over there, Roger Morris, you heard from a second ago. We are the Hoverfly recording scheme.
Are you serious? Not very.
May 1976 was a very important date. First issue of the Diptera Recording Schemes Bulletin, now Diptera's Bulletin, was issued, and it announced the initiation of various recording schemes: Hoverflies, Larger Brachycera, Canopids, and Hadrian Ponce Sepsid scheme, apparently. Oh, wrong way. Sorry.
Oh. It's not just like
Yep, the back.
Yes.
That one.
Okay.
There we go.
So 2026 is the 50th anniversary of the Hoverfly recording scheme. And to mark this momentous occasion, Roger and I are planning an updated atlas, an anniversary atlas. One page for species with stuff like a graph showing regional trends and that sort of thing. So slightly new, lots of pickies and so on. So I'm sure you can guess what I want to say. If anybody's sitting on Hoverfly data, could we please have it this winter? If you put your records on things like iRecord, iNaturalist, Surfboard, the UK Hoverfly Facebook page, we should have it, so don't worry too much. Otherwise, if you have data that you haven't submitted to the scheme, stick it on a spreadsheet and email it to Roger this winter. And we're nominally saying by the end of February next year. If you need to know when you've submitted data last to us, or if you want a listing of what we hold under your name so you can check what might be extra, if you get in touch with me, I can tell you when we last had data, what data we hold and all that sort of thing. Ideally, data on a spreadsheet, email to Roger is the way we like to go. And spreadsheet, very simple, one line per record with things like the species, the date, the grid reference, a location name, ideally the vice county, stuff like abundance and comments. If it's your records, don't need to know the recorder and the determiner because they're all going to be you, so don't need columns for that. We can handle things like this, 2 males, 1 female, just stuck in the same cell. So if you can put that sort of data on a spreadsheet and send it to Roger, that's absolutely ideal. Or stick it on iRecord or stick it on iNaturalist. Well, preferably iRecord rather than iNaturalist, but whatever, you know. What we're hoping to produce is a PDF because this is going to be coloured throughout. We're intending to make that freely available and it will come out, we hope, in places like the recording scheme website. There's a new version of that up now. Things like Diptera's Forum, we hope to put it on BRC website. Roger will distribute it through the UK Hoverfly Facebook group. We are hoping to produce a small number of hard copies, largely so we can make sure they're in the major libraries. So there's actually a record there in the future, a point where there's some idea of what the state of Hoverflies was in Britain that people can go back to. But we don't intend to produce large numbers. And if it's colour throughout, it's likely to be a bit pricey. So we're only thinking of maybe 100 or 200 copies, hard copy. If anybody really desperately wants a hard copy, it's potentially available, but it's largely distributed as a PDF is what we intend. So please, if you're sitting on any Hoverfly records, get them to us this winter so we can include them. Thank you very much.
You rush off a copy, which has been provided.
No, can I just go back to the spreadsheet because it's quite important.
Okay.
1 second.
1 second,
Well,
Roger.
we've had it. Can I make a separator, please? If you say on hogweed, it doesn't tell you whether it's on a hogweed flower or on a hogweed leaf. So I have a set of protocols. I say at hogweed for something that's visiting the flowers, and on hogweed, I will assume could mean the flowers or the leaves. And that's an issue that we are meeting when people say, can we have all your flower visit records?
Can I,
And we say, you can't be sure about them.
for everyone online, Roger's just commented on the spreadsheet about specific terminology when associated with flower visiting species with on and at. Roger, is there any way you can put this somewhere online so people can know the terminology for you?
Sorry?
You want to put that online somewhere for people?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
will. Yeah.